Kingsman, Nerdmix, yeah. NDU in this bitch, yeah. Strong man in the building. I'ma flex on them till they feel, man. I'ma flex on them till they feel, man. I'ma flex on them till they feel, man. Strong man in the
Yo, what's going on? It is your boy, as always, Mr. Nerdmix Alpha himself, Indy Uchiha, and we are here for a Link Up Podcast Nerdmix Live collab exclusive. Man, I was at the Forge, I believe it might have been last month or the month before. And, we go there, we chill, we vibe, that's home base for us, right? Going to perform and walking around. I see this kid, right? Nothing spectacular about I'm looking at people, like everybody who's there is very eccentric. They're like overdressed, and it's just a kid in the corner, t-shirt. He's not a kid. I'm only calling him a kid because his handle says kid. T-shirt, jeans, you know what I'm saying, walks up to us and was like, hey, you know what I'm saying, I'm performing. We're like, what? Because you're not used to people just being so laid back. Everybody these days is so flamboyant with their look, their flow. Piqued my interest, right? Got on stage, destroyed it. Not only found out that the kid wrote for himself, performed all his own stuff, he actually produced his own material as well. You don't see that a lot. So I wanted to highlight this individual because of how dope that actually is. Because how many of you are out there doing that? Because a lot of y'all just on BeatStar shopping for beats. You're not actually taking the time, you know what I'm saying, to learn the element of what this music is. So without further ado, man, his Instagram handle is at Murfee the Kid, but I want to bring in the man himself, Murfee. What's going on, man?
What's good, dude? That BeatStars part, that used to be me a couple of years ago. before I started producing, it was terrible. I had a whole different handle. My name was like Slunk. I was just recording off like my phone's microphone like that in my basement. But I just getting right into it, I guess. That production journey started after I realized, like, I just saw it differently one day. I was like, this type of shit that I'm making right now is the type of shit that goes nowhere,
I dig it.
So what I did is I looked into the cheapest DAW. I got FL Studio. I spent a whole summer working to build up the money. It was only like $200, but I was like 14. That was like $2 million back then. And I spent about 2 summers just staying up to like 5 a.m. just studying how to produce, just watching other artists make beats, stuff like that.
So you're self-taught. You never like even went into the studio with a producer and tried to rock it out. You actually sat there the whole time and taught yourself how to do it.
Yeah. So this is at my dad's house, but I started at my mom's house. It was these Apple earbuds and just my sister's little play desk. It was like a tiny ass table, but that was all I had to start producing on it. But I started working while I was in school. I was working 3 jobs, and I just started building up my money to build up this studio.
That's insane, man. That like you don't hear a lot of that. Like when it comes to stuff like that, you hear it more from like pop artists, so like R&B, somebody who actually plays an instrument and they're sitting there, you know what I'm saying, creating. There's very few artists, especially I'm not gonna put you in a category of a rapper. I'm put you in a category of an MC. You know what I'm saying? Because I heard you spit. That even the dopest MCs, like a Nas, you know what I'm saying, or something like that, that they normally always have that sound from a producer that puts them on. You know what I'm saying? How does it feel to be able to just manifest and create your own sound?
It's wicked. I call them kind of like just like a vision. It's just this very thorough, thought out idea that will sometimes just pop into my head. I'm thinking about what I can be doing next, and then an idea for a song comes. And in my journal right here, I got like 5 journals in my studio. I just write it down, and then I open up FL Studio and I get to producing what I want. I recently actually did just that. Brockhampton? Well, I was listening to some. I was listening to some old Brockhampton and some Dominic Fike, and I was like, I would love to do a song that's just like both of these songs combined. And next thing you know, I just made it. And it's one of my personal favorite beats, and I think it's a beautiful thing that I can just bring my ideas to life like that.
That's crazy. Now, getting more into your creative process, right? We get right into it here. We don't need a lot
Yeah.
of. Are you building the instrumental around your vocals, or are you making the instrumental and then applying the vocals to it?
Making the instrumental and then applying the vocals to it. I like to write to a beat after I make it. So like I'm usually not just writing raps on like freestyle beats. If I'm writing raps, it's to my beats. You know, sometimes I'll write like something at work on my notes and then apply it to one of my beats. But most of the time, I like to get a feel for the music because I think the beat carries a big, just a very big emotional factor on how you feel. You know, it's yeah, I could like say the words to that actually represent the emotion, but the beat, your body feels that more than your mind. You feel me?
Hey, that's dope. So would I be right to say that, you know what I'm saying, maybe
Yeah,
somebody like J. Cole is one of your inspirations?
100%. J. Cole, Kendrick. I got a J. Cole poster right there. Kendrick poster right there. I have Untitled Unmastered sign hanging up on that wall. That little cute thing,
Wow.
right? Yeah,
Yeah, okay, okay. Well,
yeah.
right above
So
the Kill Bill poster.
yeah, that's also my favorite movie.
Okay.
Um, I take a lot of inspiration from older MCs too. Wu Tang. Who else? The Far Side, definitely. I love their beats. I love the
Wow.
production. Yeah.
I
Um,
hear very few people drop that name.
uh, Biggie. You know, my mama is from New York, so growing up, there was a lot of Biggie in my household, and say Nas too. And that's not.
Okay. Now it's starting to come together and understanding
Yeah.
how you became who you became. So tell me where the inspiration came, you know what I'm saying, to actually rap and when you started, you know what I'm saying, at what age you started.
Okay. My rap story is a crazy story, and it's actually that's why I think it's such a blessing because it involves a skiing accident. January 16th, I got in this terrible skiing accident. I almost died, and I had a traumatic brain injury. And like when I woke up, it was it was like I was born again in a sense that life wasn't the same. Like in who I am as a person, how my brain works and executes now, it wasn't like it just is different now, I guess. And there was just this dark point in my life after that I went into this hospital group after just not being able to get to used to my new life. And I met this kid and I shot him out forever because he's the one who got this shit started. His name was Seth Hester. And me and him, we had nothing better to do. You know, you're in that hospital, they don't give a fuck about you. We were just freestyling back and forth. And my shit sucked. It was terrible. But after I got out, he he was such a hype man that he made me believe that I had it, and just that little bit of belief is what set this all on way. So when I dropped my first song, record off my phone, um, that's what started it. I was slunk for a bit, and then I was like, I want to be something more. I want to be, anybody can get a beat and rap on it, but who can make the beat, make the album, all that, that's the story right there. So that's how Murfee got started. I took inspiration from an artist named Felly. His last name was Fellner. So I was like, I can do that with my last name, just make it Murfee. And ever since then, I've just been grinding on my debut album, No Guarantees.
That's what it do. My real name's my rap name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's dope. There's not too many people out there doing that. Nobody can ever take from you, you know, if it actually belongs to you. So
100%.
that makes a lot of interest. Now, with your mom being from New York, and with you having a very distinct East Coast flow, because you don't sound like you're from the Midwest, you don't sound like you're from the South or the you know what I'm saying, the West Coast. You have a
Yeah.
very distinct East Coast flow. So your mom being from New York actually influenced that.
I didn't pick up like, the accent or anything. I still have still sound like I'm from the suburbs, because I am. But it would just, it would just be, she would always listen to Biggie. So when I finally started getting into hip hop, it would be Biggie, and then it would be other artists like Biggie. And then now in like my playlist, I like to listen to for inspiration. It's mostly artists like that. Just yeah,
Okay,
100%.
okay. That's what it do.
Yeah,
I your do you get it a lot that people look at you and then don't believe, you know what I'm saying, that you MC?
yeah. 100%, man. You know, I I blow people away, and I think that that's really awesome that I can say that because sometimes like I go out to Naperville or Chicago and I put a cardboard sign up that says "Give me any word and I'll freestyle to it," and like at first people are like, "This guy like fucking who does he think he is?" And then they'll give me a word, I'll go crazy, and they're like, "Whoa, it's
Real rap.
yeah,
Like they don't do that no more.
exactly,
The scene where music is at now, um, and the music that's popularized is a far cry. You know what I'm saying, from where it used to be. I'm catching slack right now because I keep telling people that the best album out right now is Doja Cat,
really.
and
I haven't heard it yet.
yeah, boy, she goes in, and it's her against the establishment. It's her against the people who, uh, her album is like a realization of everything that was wrong with the music industry, like having to look a certain way, having to
Yeah,
act a certain way, and it not really being about, what I'm saying, the artistry. The reason why she cut her hair and her eyebrows is because she was trying to prove a point that it's not about my looks, it's about my music. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to show you that the only reason you're not buying my music is because of how I look, type thing, that you really like
okay,
my music. And that's one of the reasons she spazzed out and just shaved her hair off, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that.
yeah,
And she speaks about all those things on this album. And the album surprised me because I was thinking it'd be most like poppy stuff, you know what I'm saying? But no, she's like really rapping. It might be on pop beats, but she's spitting, so it's interesting to get, let's say, a breath of fresh air with that among the Ice Spices and the Meg the Stallions and different stuff like that are always talking about generalizing their bodies, and you know what I'm saying,
yeah.
different stuff like that, to actually have somebody rap. Um, do you feel as if your stance in that, do you ever feel like you want to, for a lack of a better term, like dumb your stuff down and go with the trends? You know what I'm saying? Like you feel like that will popularize the music more, or do you stand strong in you and your artistry?
I think I'm kind of just riding the ship that I'm already sailing right now because I see that what I have is popping. I see that I know that what I have is unique because it's unique in the fact that I didn't make it with any artist in mind except for myself. Like when you make a beat, you're trying to sound like J. Cole type beat, Logic type beat, Eminem type beat, something like that. You're trying to like make it sound like somebody else, but I was just trying to make it sound like my own thing. So throughout doing that, it's I've already gotten my flowers for being able to like do my own thing, and I like that. I want to keep riding that. I don't want to change because people are already liking what I'm giving them. Like I definitely want to grow as an artist and be more versatile. Like I love jazz, and I want to do a jazz rock inspired album soon. I don't kind of like how Childish Gambino did "Awaken My Love." It was just like a very different, neo soul kind of album like that. And I just want to be able to stay versatile, but also stay true to myself.
That's what it do, man. Like, okay, not only are you, you know what I'm saying, a really really good artist, like, you got so much room for growth, but it's just that you're so far ahead of, let me say, your peers at your age. You're way above where I was at your age. You know,
Thank
at,
you.
at your age, I was still trying to, I was nursery rhyme rapping. You know what I'm saying? At
Okay.
that age, and like
Yeah.
shock rapping, I was just trying to, ooh, whole song got one bar to make people go ooh, and then I think, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got it. I didn't know about actually writing and putting your experiences, you know what I'm saying, into your music.
Into the song. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, now I got it down. I got it down now, but it's a different feeling to be in front of a crowd, especially, let's say, like, I was born and raised in Indiana, so it's really hard for somebody from Indiana to move Illinois or Chicago crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chicago is really really biased when it comes to their music. They like a certain sound, they like a certain style.
Yeah.
Um to come, and I do it all the time when I come and I perform, to get the crowd to start to move, you know what I'm saying, enjoy and react, you know what I'm saying, to your music
Yeah.
is an amazing feeling.
100%.
I watched you get up on stage and start off rapping, right? and everybody's watching you because of course they're gonna watch you because you don't look like what they expect, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, a rapper to look like. When I get on stage, I normally don't expect I get on stage with anime hats and anime t-shirts and different stuff, and people look like, what is going on here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't look like they expect a typical rapper to look like because I ain't got all the jewelry and all that stuff like that.
Yeah.
And when you get on there and you start off with that performance, you get those eyes on you, and when you know you got them, and then
Exactly.
the way you just turn up after that, you know what I'm saying? When you know you had them, you finish that first song, and everybody's like, and you like,
Oh
yeah,
shit.
you had them eating out the palm of your hand. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then
Hundred
started to
percent.
rock with them. I saw you like extend to the next level. Like you decided, all right, cool. Now I can go Super Saiyan. You know what I'm saying? And then just do it.
That
Man.
that second song that I did, the one that had the feature, but he wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
For the past 3 weekends, I've had a show every weekend, and it was me and my boy who was on that song. And every time we do that song together, it's the whole crowd just goes like, we get their attention. They don't expect like a kid like me to be with my boy like Dre. They don't know what's gonna come, and when it comes, it blows their minds.
Yeah, that song felt like it had another level to it.
Yeah,
Like it was something missing for you. When I'm like, where's this going? I'm like, this is dope. And then like you're
yeah,
waiting for that. And I was like, oh, okay, it's over. I didn't want it to be over. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like I felt like there was supposed to be more. So I'm curious. I'm very curious. The album. Uh
yeah.
Working on this album, how long did it take you to get it together, complete it, finish it? Like was it a process? Is something that you finished quick? Something you've been working on for some years?
No Guarantees was a 2-year process. It was redone about 2 times, the beat wise, not lyric wise. But it started off when I started producing. So the album grew as I grew in my skill. So there were definitely like 3 times that I had something, I thought it was good, and then give it a month later, I look back and I'm like, no, I'm not at that skill anymore. I can do more. Like the beats as I was making beats for the album, some sounded way better than the others, and I was like, no, my skill's gone up. It has to be on par with where it is now. So it took about 2 years for that process, about a year and a half, I would say, actually, for that process. But I wrote the lyrics in 6 months, and every day after school, my room at my mom's was turned into a studio. I even got rid of my bed. I was sleeping on a cot, and every day after school, we would just all hang out and then work on the album, record, learn. I was learning how to mix as I was mixing, so I would spend like 4 hours, 5 hours every day just studying mixing while mixing the album, and then yeah.
So not only did you produce the whole album, you mix and mastered the whole album yourself too?
Yeah. Yeah, I got it mastered through DistroKid. They have like
Mhm.
a mastering thing, but mixed, engineered, produced, and recorded everything else, and wrote most of everything else. Some of my two closest homeboys, they would like throw bars at me. I was writing, I couldn't come up with something. 'Cause they're smart. They're some of the smartest guys I know. They got like pop culture references they're throwing at me. I'm like, okay.
That's what it do. It's always good to not be the smartest person in the room. Like
100%.
you want to achieve to be the smartest, but you don't want to be the smartest person in the room because if you are, that means that there's no more growth. You can't learn anything else.
Exact. 100%.
So
And
that's
it's you go.
no, I was like, that's cool that you keep your circle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that.
I don't really in high school. There was a big like idea around my head that I would have to, in order to be popping with this music shit, I would have to be popping in school, and like I'd always go so hard. I wasn't like loud or annoying, but I was like, if I wasn't feeling seen in school, I felt like I wouldn't be seen with music. But after I graduated, I realized I was like, that's like stupid. I don't really even like. I love everybody who streams my music, but most of the people that I was concerning myself with, I didn't need to be concerning myself with. Like I'd rather have just my two homeboys, on my back, than everybody else.
No, I definitely feel you on that. I was lame in school. You know what I'm saying, was always into music. I was lame because I always lived in my brother's shadow. I won't necessarily say lame, like I was somebody who people didn't know, But
Yeah.
my brother was popular basketball, you know what I'm saying? Basketball star, had all the girls and stuff like that, and I was just little brother. So now it flipped. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm the one that's popular, and he's just, oh, that's, you know what I'm saying, that's Indy's big brother. You
Yeah.
know, so but I could definitely understand that. It was something where being in school, if the attention wasn't on me, I felt like I wasn't doing something right. Like I had to have the attention of everybody,
Yeah.
or something with that. That's how I think that's how I kind of knew that I wanted to do something that had to do in entertainment.
With that feeling of being seen by everybody.
Yeah, because I played soccer in high school. I got a scholarship to play soccer in college. I blew my knee out my sophomore year, and that's when I started to do music like full time. Like somebody randomly, I used to just rap in corners, you know what I'm saying, in the school.
Yeah.
Like we played a beat off the computer speakers and everybody just be in the corner rapping.
Right.
And there was this one kid, Kyle Miller, Revelation A10, who was putting together like his first album and a mixtape, you know what I'm saying, where he was bringing a lot of the artists in the Midwest together on the mixtape. So I had a jump start that a lot of people didn't have, because like I'm on mixtapes and never rapped or recorded before, but I'm on mixtapes
Yeah.
with like Fiend and Dylon from the band when the band was hot, and you know what I'm saying, and different stuff like that because of the connections he had. So I had a jump start in everything that I was doing.
Yeah.
But it's hard to learn and develop, because I you had it a lot harder than me because you learned and developed on yourself. I actually had people there to help me develop that were already, you know what I'm saying, doing things. I got to
To
work with
guide you.
Father Time, Toxic, you know what I'm saying, who produced Twister's album, you know what I'm saying, different stuff. I got to work with individuals to help develop me, TCB with Will Profit in them. So I always say I have a head start, and then I got comfortable and stopped running the race. It was like the turtle versus the hare thing, where I
Okay.
decided to stop and take a nap. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And then the turtle's slow and steady, you know what I'm saying, got ahead of me. And then I'm trying to run at the end, you know what I'm saying, to catch up.
Yeah.
So it's a learning curve, and and I'm just appreciative of the time that you took, you know what I'm saying, to develop your artistry. And you know what I'm saying, hindsight is 2020. I'm mad that I didn't have the conviction, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
that you did to sit down and do things right. So I'm definitely a
Thank
fan.
you.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
The album is bananas.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Some
Out on
tracks.
all streaming
Straight up.
services right now.
Paper Crown's a favorite. It's a personal favorite of mine.
That's really good. I think my
The music,
my fiance likes that one.
music video for that one. That was my first ever music video too. It's on my YouTube. Check it out my
Really?
bio on
Really?
Instagram. Yeah, we shot
Okay.
it all in one day. But I have I think 2 more music videos on the way, and yeah,
Okay.
so I got big plans for. So once I get this microphone, I plan to just be attacking the game until January, and then January drop my second album. Just
Okay.
start off the new year.
All right. That's what's dope. January
Yeah,
swinging around. We have another album coming from Murfee in January, people.
straight
In
up.
January. Make sure you go stream the first one. Don't forget about the first one, even though the second one's coming. Don't wait on it. That first one's hot.
The
Uh
first one, it gets the speakers bumping.
yeah, definitely. So where's the next show at?
I'm doing one tonight out in West Chicago. It's nothing big, but a couple of artists invited me out, and I figured that's a good way to network right there. And I don't plan on doing any songs tonight. I'm trying something new, and I'm just gonna get like 3 classic song beats and freestyle over the whole night. And I'm
Okay.
gonna let the crowd. One thing I like to do when I do that is take the mic and then ask somebody in the crowd to give me a word to start things off with.
Wow.
Yeah,
I might steal that.
and nah, it's good. It
I'll be
works.
honest. I might steal that.
Because then all the pressure goes into that one person, So like it
Right.
gets the crowd, looking at that person, and then it gets them looking at me. So
That's what it do. That's what it do. That's crazy. That's crazy. Are you when's the next time? Do you have a time you'll be back at the Forge? Maybe?
my homeboys TJ and Pazzo, they like host remember those 2 guys that were like hosting the stuff?
Yeah.
I'm in contact with them and they let me on any show that they're doing.
Because I know the next show there, I think the next big one. Well, let's say, okay. I'm being gracious about myself. The next big one, which when I say big one means the next one I'm going to, is October 22nd.
Okay. Is it
Uh,
after?
I don't know. That's the thing.
Okay.
I think how that goes, it goes off of ticket sales. So it goes off if a certain amount of tickets are sold, it's downstairs. If a certain amount of tickets are sold, it's upstairs.
Okay.
So I think that's how that goes. So I don't know where the sales are right now. So I
Yeah.
couldn't tell you. I'll be honest with you. I prefer the upstairs
So
because
do I,
of
'cause
the
it's more condensed.
yeah, and downstairs doesn't have wireless mics. You know what I'm saying? They got wired mics, so you don't get the interaction, you know what I'm saying, with the crowd that you would if you were upstairs.
Mhm.
Plus, I don't like walking all that way to the bar when I want to drink. I want the bar to be right there. So,
Yeah, I feel you.
and they got better seating upstairs, you know,
That's true.
like it just feels more personable. Like you can actually get down and be involved with the people. So,
Mhm.
I'd rather be up there any day of the week, man.
Yeah, it's nice.
Definitely. Is there anything you would like to tell the people about yourself, like in anything at all?
Um, this second album is gonna be. I think it's gonna be the one that gets me on. I mean, my skills, no guarantees. I made those beats about a year and a half ago, and my skill has gotten so much better because I've like started practicing like self discipline and things like that just to keep me on the room, like the way of growth, and just with how much I've learned in production and lyric writing and like executing flows, stuff like that. I got a lot coming. I'm excited.
That's what it do. That's what it do. You heard it from me first. Murfee, he's one to
One
watch.
the only.
Follow him on Instagram at Murfee the Kid. Y'all make sure y'all go tap in that album right now on all streaming
All
services.
streaming platforms, everywhere, worldwide.
Shout out the name of that album again.
No guarantees.
No guarantees. And no, this is not Connor Price. Somebody asked me, it's like, you're interviewing Connor Price? I was like, no, it's not Connor Price.
Hey, Green Thumb almost at 10K. We're at 89,000 right now.
Let's get that to 10K, people. Let's
Straight
go ahead
up.
and get that to 10K. Go check it out. Go check this kid's album out. It is amazing. It's a breath of fresh air from all this monotony that's playing around right now. Again, follow him at Instagram at Murfee the Kid. Murfee the Kid at Instagram. He has links to everything he's doing. I think he has a show link to go to buy tickets for shows on there. I
Mm-hmm.
believe. I think got it all. Professional. A lot more professional than a lot of the people that I interview.
Straight up. Gotta be
Definitely, man.
official.
Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, YouTube, Murfee the Kid, Book the Kid. Let's start booking local talent. You know what I'm saying, to get them out to these shows so they can get on, man. What is it? Jack at murphymusic.com.
Yep, jackandmurphymusic.com. Any people looking to book, I'll drive literally anywhere for a good time. I love doing open mics. I love speaking my piece to the people. It means the world to me. So yeah.
All right, that's what it do. Enjoy talking to you, man. I can't wait
Hey,
to see you again. Can't
it's
wait
been
to
a
see you
blessing.
perform again.
Straight
Definitely.
up.
All right.
I'm gonna look into that show at the Forge. It's on the 24th, you said?
22nd. So it's a Sunday.
22nd. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Cool.
We hope to hear from you soon, man. Definitely.
Hey,
I'll be looking into you.
peace.
All right. Hey guys, that was Murfee. Again, Instagram, Murfee the Kid. Make sure you check him out, man. We are back. This is what we're doing. The link up, Nerdmix Live. We will still do our little social commentary on things happening in the world. We will have them. You will see Rome. You will see other people back. We will be doing that, but we want to make sure that we showcase people what they got going on. As always, if you guys want to get involved and be a part of what's going on, you can always go to the YouTube page at Nerdmix Alpha. You could send us live viewer questions on the community tab, and we can answer your questions live on the show. We will be having live segments coming back. This one was pre-recorded due to the time constraints that we had and what's going on. But man, I am so glad that we're back. We're looking forward to it. It's the link up, baby. Mr. Nerdmix Alpha himself. We will see you soon. Holla at your boy.
Deep rooted can make the lawn die. Far cry from the days when shooting off like a star child. The Call of Duty is running through me like it consume me. It's maddening usually when talent don't match what you're doing. High above it all, jumping to never fall and never land. If it's up in the air, I settle in. I'm top now and not gonna lose later. And bringing the light what's underground like Tomb Raiders.